Recording live from the ARC studios, welcome to the Sustainability Podcast. Our goal is to provide engaging discussions on a broad range of topics regarding cybersecurity, sustainability, supply chain management, plus much more. For more information and to get into contact with us, visit us at arcweb.com.
Welcome again to the Sustainability Podcast. Today, I'm very excited to be joined by Libanio Souza and Luciano Botto of SMAR. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us and welcome. How are you?
Thank you for inviting us, Jim. It's a pleasure.
That's great. We're here at the ARC 29th Annual Conference, and we're very thankful that SMAR is a sponsor. We'd like to recognize that. Can you tell us a little bit about perhaps yourselves and the industry's solutions that you offer?
Right. Yes, I have been working in the process control for quite a while. SMAR is my first job, so it's 39 years with SMAR. So I have been following all this evolution of the technology. I was in the participating in field bus war, and I survived. And now we are promoting the new technology for the industry. So, the process control industry is a very conservative people, and they take a while to change. So we want to help them to bring the benefits of this new technology and create opportunity for them to improve the maintainability of their plants and bring this new control strategy goods that will allow them to update their plants in an easy way. So that's what we are pursuing right now in the market.
Okay, well, let me ask it this way. What challenges are there that this new technology will address? Why hasn't older technologies or existing legacy technologies, why don't they work for the challenges of today?
Yeah, the previous technology, the 4020 milliamp, was a way to do the control where was easy to connect, but unfortunately nowadays we need more information. We cannot just get one value. We need the quality. Everybody want to improve, so it's important to bring the quality of the process also. So then the digital technology is a way to do that. So then you bring more information. From one point, you want to know more. So you can even trace what happened with that. So you need this history of that. So all this information is what this new technology will allow us to use, to apply. So, and it's a challenge because the digital brings flexibility. So then we need to change our minds how we handle the plants right now. So we need to know that we need to handle the versioning of the products, right? So we need to keep tracking of that. So when you change for the new version, you have more features, but of course you need to handle that.
I see the first step. I mean, when I think of 4020 milliamps from a long time ago, it wasn't very accurate. You might get changes, or wasn't digital, so you might have resistance in the wire that altered. It might not be 20, might be 19 milliamps or things like that. And then once you go and digitalize, you have the ability to send more information and not just that one attribute of the 4 to 20 on that same wire. So that's very dramatic. So where are we now that SMAR is using digital solutions? and I understand you have a new product, or collection of products. Can you speak about those?
Yes, what Smart is providing is a system that is based on networks, you know. So we start from the scratch. We design a system that sync digital, you know. So, and in our solution, then it's very flexible the way that you manage each point, because they are totally detached from the hardware. We have a vision of a tag. Everything is tag. If you change the tag to a new hardware, the system will automatically recognize that you have that point in another location. So we are not anymore tied to a physical position. The tag gives us this flexibility to handle the information.
So it's a mesh network, a peer to a master slave, or
No, this is Ethernet
okay,
based, and we are using OPC UA
okay.
on top of that, and we have this new standard signal called OPA signal that is bringing the entire information. So in one piece of information, you have the value, you have the range, you have the timestamp, you have the unit. All this information brings everything that you need in order to identify the information and to handle the quality of the information.
That's fascinating. Some of our viewers know that I worked in the world of intelligent transportation systems on roads here in the U.S. with the U.S. Department of Transportation, and that network protocol requires you to have a range, units, a range, and granularity. Does it have a decimal point, or how many decimal points do you have? And all of those messages are arranged in an order, so that message 5, or in a hierarchy in a management information base, that message is always someone pressed the crosswalk button, and that way you could plug and play anyone's traffic signal, and it doesn't even matter. So I see the power of what you have there. Is Opus a protocol, a system, a language? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, really, Opus we call the standard of standards. Really, Opus just point for the standards that you have in the market, that they are the winners ones. Is those that the industry can apply together and have this very flexible solution and interoperable. I think the key point here is that we need a machine language, a way that machine can talk with machine. So OPA signal is a way that the machine can go for a point and know everything for that point of measurement. Okay, so it know how to treat that point because it has all the information. So using OPC UA, we can describe a model of an application. So using a machine language, so a machine can come and discover what we have inside the other machine. So we have a machine language.
I understand, and help me here, but I understand it's 100% interoperable.
Yes.
Interoperability. And from my past work, that for me means perhaps you're aware of the 7-layer OSI interoperability protocol.
Yes.
Is Opus only is it simply an application layer, or is it some of the other middle layers for handshaking and things like that?
It's more in the application layer.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that for our audience and for
we
myself.
are using Ethernet as a protocol to transport the data. Okay. But on top of the Ethernet, we have this application layer.
Okay.
And it's very important because that's what we need to describe an application. So, for example, if I have a device, a controller,
right,
and I want to see what I have inside that controller, then I need a machine language to describe that controller. So any other device or machine can come to that device and ask about information about that device, and you get the entire description of that device. And after that, he can interact
and get the objects
and can extract information and act and change information on that device.
So the data in each object may be comprised in formats from different standards. Is that what I thought I heard, Ice?
No, really, the data is this OPA signal data.
Okay.
That we exchange. Everybody needs to comply with that.
Okay, but
that's what we exchange between applications.
Okay.
So then we have objects to do the configuration.
Got it. Okay.
And that then will be depend on each type of device and each type of application.
Got it.
Then you describe your application with these objects. Then you have different types of objects. But between applications, you exchange OPA signal.
Got it.
So it's a guarantee that when I have one application that was built with a tool from vendor A, and now it needs to talk with another application that was developed by vendor B, they will interoperate. They will exchange information, and they will be able to work together.
Got it. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I understand that. So we're here at the ARC annual forum, and you're exhibiting. You have a booth here. What is it that you're showing in your booth?
Yes, we are showing here a demonstration kit of OPA's technology, where you have the blue and yellow modules.
Okay.
The yellow is the OPA's word, and the blue represents what we already have installed in the plants. Okay. So the good thing of OPA's and OPAF work is that we care about the installed base. We know that we have some application that's out there that we cannot revamp. We cannot. We need to create a way that we can expand using the new technology, but keeping whatever we have there installed. So then we create a way to bring that part that is already installed to the OPA's world. Got it. So, and we are demonstrating that in our booth. So we have a blue module that represents whatever you have today in our plants, and we have a yellow module that represents OPA's technology. So in the blue part, we just add one module that's yellow. That yellow part brings the blue part and integrate with the yellow part, and then we have a OPA system running on the brownfield installation.
Beautiful. So for you listeners that are here at the ARC forum that are watching this video while you're in Orlando, please visit SMAR and see this demonstration. It's captivating. Beyond that, I understand you'll be promoting this quite extensively around the world. Do you have some travel planned?
That's we make a good partnership between Libanio and I. We are not so different. I started working at SMAR in 1990, so it's 35 years.
Wow.
We are working together now.
And you still like each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is the great difference about OPAF, the Open Process Automation Forum, the forum who defines the standard. They have working groups. Of course, the main group is the TWG, Technological Working Group, who defines the technology itself.
Yeah.
But they have other groups like the BWG, Business Working Group, which is the group that I join.
Okay.
So, in parallel with the technology, the BWG has to provide which way you're gonna communicate the technology. So these are doing in parallel. And from our part, Smart, we are contributing with the roadshow to communicate the technology to the world. So we have a program in our company, which is the biggest marketing program to promote technology since our existence. We are 15 years old, and it is the roadshow. We planned 50 programs, 50 events to travel around the world, showing the OPA standard. So up to now, we started in August 2023. We have done 21 programs, so 29 to come. So, and it has been a good experience, and it's also the biggest marketing program also in OPAF.
Lucia, do you have, for our audience listeners, do you know what cities are on your agenda in the near future? In the spring and summertime? Where are you going next?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Actually, we are grabbing the opportunities. We have been in many places up to now. Of course, we started in Brazil. That's where we are based. But we have been in Middle East, we have been in India, we have been here in America. And this year, for example, we are living here ARC and we are traveling to Houston. We're going to do a program in there. And for this year, we have scheduled Oman, Singapore, another one in Europe, and Germany as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and grabbing opportunities. Whenever you do a program, it brings us more events to do.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. Gentlemen, this has been fascinating on both business and engineering levels. We're just about out of time. Is there what other comments might you want to share with our audience today?
That we are very enthusiastic with this new technology that is coming. And we believe that that will make the life easy for everybody. So if somebody want to know more about OPAs, can go to Smart website and see when we'll have this new, the next roadshow event. And we'll be glad to have them there and try the technology. It's an opportunity to check how easy is this new technology for the operation of the plants.
That's great. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you for what is your website address?
It is smar, smar.com.br.
SMAR.
It is the site in
.br?
Portuguese. Yeah, but
.com.
.com, yes.
Very good. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Today we've been
pleasure.
speaking with Libanio Souza and Luciano Botto of SMAR. And this really has been very fascinating and a deep dive into a lot of technology, process control wise. Thank you very much.
You always finish our show shouting, OPAS! So,
All right,
OPASing!
OPAS! Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.